Yeah.
Everything is accessible. This is just a proper engine room. This is where you get a feel for the volume. Holy moly. This Horizon yacht is 90 feet long, with a beam of more than 23 feet, and the interior volume to make those numbers feel almost misleading. But before we look at the luxury, we're starting with what makes all of this work. I'm here with Reyes from Horizon Yacht USA at the Palm Beach International Boat Show, and today we're going stern to bow of this stunning yacht. We're heading through the crew quarters and straight into the engine room first, because once you've seen what's below, the volume above is even more impressive. Take us aboard, Luis.
It will be my pleasure. Welcome aboard the FD90. Stepping aboard, you come on to a swim platform that is submersible, so you could definitely have a decent-sized tender, up to about 2,500 pounds, and it's totally submersible. We also do have a boat deck with the 2,500 capacity davit as well. So you do have the choice of having both a tender and a couple jet skis at the same time if you like.
Massive. Take us inside.
Stepping in through here, in this particular FD90, we've chose to make this more of a storage area than an actual beach club. Some people prefer this over the beach club. Walking forward, you come into the crew area, which is nicely appointed. You have an area where they could do cooking. This particular vessel is set up for a crew of 4 with bunk beds on starboard, and each has its individual full head. Continuing into the engine room, I believe you'll be pleasantly pleased and surprised to the amount of room we have in the engine room. Rick, as you could feel, it is fully air conditioned, so it makes it for a very pleasant working environment when you're doing scheduled maintenance.
I don't want to leave. Yeah, this is just a proper engine room. You get to everything.
We do have a variety of engine packages. We use quite a bit Caterpillars. We use MTUs. We use MANs. On the FD series, most of the engine packages we use are the Caterpillars.
What do we have for tankage?
The tankage on this particular vessel is about 3,400 gallons. As you can see, we do have quite a bit of redundancy. Obviously, 2 generators. This particular one we're using Onan. We do use Kohler as well. Pretty much everything you need. You do have a water maker / spot zero machine to keep the boat not only full of water, but spot free.
Every Horizon I'm on, I'm amazed at the amount of room you have in these engine rooms. Nothing is cramped. Everything is accessible.
Now, as you can see, I'm a pretty short guy, but even people that are 6 feet and above have plenty of space, plenty of room. Coming out of the crew area, you can go back out through the access hatch in the back, or you could go straight up into the aft deck through some stairs here to port side. So Rick, coming out of the crew area, you find yourself in this very spacious aft deck. You'll find that a lot of people spend a lot of time back here for obvious reasons. We do have a flip-down TV that's just above your head there, making it very nice to sit down in the afternoon, watch your games or telenovelas or whatever it may be.
Absolutely beautiful. It's just massive back here. Just lots of room. I'm very comfortable.
Yes, it is very comfortable. We do customize this area. This is basically a typical setup, but we could put it at many different forms. We've actually, at times, set up the backrest with air conditioning for a gentleman that liked to smoke his stogies in the afternoon.
And that's another thing that we can speak to is the customization is really tremendous.
Horizon, they are very apt to listen to what you want. Pretty much as long as it's structurally sound, they could kind of do most anything on the boat. Now, coming into the Salon. Nice feature about the door, we have sensors all the way from the top to the bottom, so if you have a little puppy, he won't get squashed.
Everything well thought out. This is where you get a feel for the volume. Holy moly.
This is the area I was specifically talking about with the interior volume. Granted, there's a lot of boats that are spacious, but I believe we're about one of the top boats with this type of volume in the interior.
It's hard to imagine anything more voluminous on a 90-foot boat.
Continuing forward, we have our galley. Now this particular FD, we wanted an open feel to it, so we left the galley somewhat open. You do have a little diverter that comes up for whenever you have dirty dishes and you don't want your folks to see them. We do have the option also of fully enclosing the galley for your more formal evenings with your chef. Galley pretty much has everything you need, from dishwashers to trash compactors to abundance of cold storage.
That is abundant. Spectacular fit and finish. And tell us about the design and finish options.
On this particular vessel, the materials you're seeing, we've actually decided to choose. However, there's a vast amount of options you have as far as colors, schemes, materials.
We saw that abundance when we were in Kaohsiung.
Continuing forward, as on all our FDs, the master is forward on deck. Nice little feature is no steps. It's completely flat.
This is where the FD90 volume stops feeling like specifications. Full-size furniture, king bed, still leaves room to move, while the whole side glass keeps the space bright and connected to the water. It's just beautifully done. And the beam again, Luis?
The beam on this particular vessel is just shy of 24 feet. 23 and change. I believe 23.8 if memory serves me right.
And with the plumb bow, you feel every bit of that expansiveness.
Yeah, because it goes almost all the way to the bow, the beam. Pretty much where you're standing is where it starts to taper off. Nice feature on most of our FDs, when we have the head forward, you do have a his and hers with the shower in the middle. In some cases where some owners prefer more closet space, we would be using one side for a walk-in closet and the other side with the toilet system.
Gorgeous finish throughout.
Leaving the master, you have the choice to either go up to the pilot house or continue to the lower section of the boat where the rest of the staterooms are.
Let's do that.
You do have the choice of having a 4-stateroom layout down here or a 3-stateroom. This particular vessel, we decided to go with 3 staterooms with a full laundry room, but does convert. It has its own head and it does have a bunk, so perfect for a nanny, let's say.
Oh yeah, this is brilliant. Of its own ensuite. This is exactly the kind of flexible space that matters on a 90-footer. Everyday utility when you want it, and another private berth when you need it with the Pullman.
Facing aft, you come to 2 mirrored guest rooms, which can be easily mistaken for VIPs.
Yeah. Full walk around, queen bed.
As I mentioned, all staterooms are en suite.
Massive showers. And big windows, lots of natural light. Imagine up against another boat, but let's see.
It's perfect though when you're anchored in that little cove.
Sure.
And you got all that facing in, that sunshine, that natural beauty. That's where you could truly understand the importance of big windows.
Yeah.
Now, moving forward, we do come into the actual VIP.
Which could be a master on any other boat. A full walk-around berth. Usable space on both sides. Make the second master comparison easy to understand.
Once again, space.
Yeah.
Now, we could go up and continue into the split lounge slash pilot house. On the FD90, you do have the option of having a fully enclosed pilot house, or what you're about to see is our pilot house with an open sky lounge.
Just beautiful. It seems purpose-built without isolating it from the social side of the upper deck.
As you're probably seeing, plenty of visibility.
Exactly.
Plenty of visibility. We do have remote stations also, or tethered remotes, or yacht controllers, whatever the case may be. Very convenient with the bump outs. Whereas when you're standing there docking, you have full view of the side of the boat.
I can really get a feel for why people would opt for the split sky lounge. This is an exceptional layout.
For your convenience as well, we do have a day head up here. And it comes extremely handy when on those long crossings or night runs that you don't really want to go down to use the head for. Now, as previously mentioned, this particular boat has the split sky lounge. And whereas it would be completely enclosed up until the seating area here, this one we decided to have it a more open feel.
Wow, this is just spectacular. Speaking of the Miami Dolphins as we were, you could probably get the whole team up here.
You could, and then some. It's funny you should mention that, Rick, because some time ago I did have the full Dolphin team on a much smaller vessel. And they were a little crap. They were a little crap. They were big boys. Although you do not see a davit up here, it is wired and the area is reinforced to put a davit. We found that not everyone likes to have their toys or davits up here. So here you have the choice of a lot of seating, or you could convert it back into a boat deck.
Very expansive.
Now this area is geared to spend a lot of time in. As you can see here, we have a gas-powered grill, which you could bring up to a more comfortable height. Areas for propane storage. One thing I failed to mention so far is that we do have refrigeration throughout the boat. Like, perfect example, up here, we have refrigeration, we have a wine chiller, we also have ice maker.
Beautiful bar area.
The designer of the actual FD series himself is Carl D. Robe. While up here, you can go all the way towards the bow area, and another area that people spend a lot of time in, another lounging area.
Massively wide walkarounds.
The bump out. Everything's well thought out. Plenty of storage. It'd be covers, cushions, what have you. Once again here, we have a little ice maker, a little refrigeration. You don't have to go all the way inside to get a cold beverage.
You can just feel being up here on a day like today. And
it's a gorgeous day in South Florida.
Yeah.
The reason why we have so many people moving down every year. For the sun lovers, as you can see, plenty of sun pads, little nice features for ambiance like pop-up lights.
Beautiful.
Moving forward, you have all your anchor tackle and a massive, massive chain locker. When I say massive, you could almost play basketball down there. That's how big it is. Plenty of room for all your fenders, even some toys fit down there.
Well, if you look aft, you can just get a feel for the lines. Just spectacular.
For convenience, we also have electrical connections in the bow area for those moments where the marina only has power on one side.
Everything just exceptionally well thought out.
Now, continuing, we came up through the port side. We can go down through the starboard side. Now here you do have access to your salon. Or you can continue aft, and as you see, plenty of space. Walk through. As throughout the whole boat, plenty of storage. For more of your cleaning poles, nice convenient area for that as well. Once again, we failed to mention when we first here, plenty of refrigeration, ice maker, refrigerator.
Fantastic piece of space.
Yeah. And also another sink back here. Don't have to go far to wash your hands. Another way to get up to the bow section or the boat deck is through on port side, the steps, and you can see they're very wide, and then again, very spacious.
Luis, this has been an absolute privilege to get aboard the FD90 here at the West Palm Beach International Boat Show. We can't thank you enough for taking the time on a busy show day to get us through. This is an absolutely breathtaking boat that needs to be seen.
Well, Rick, we'd like to thank you as well for taking the time to come visit our boats. We're happy anytime someone gets to come on board because they see what we do. And I would thank you personally. It's been a very nice moment for me as well to spend these last moments with you.
Appreciate it, Luis. We are going to have links to more information on the FD90 in the description below, more information on Horizon Yachts, your contact information. Leave comments for Luis, leave comments for us. Let us know what you think of this absolutely stunning boat. And we'll see you in the next video. And like. Yeah, don't forget what Luis said. Do that. Like, subscribe, do all those things if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.